Yeah, speak of the Cape Epic. So unbelievable cause that you did it for, and that's really special. I mean, I would be proud of that as well. As you should. But what's the mental battle like? People, yeah, that really is a bucket list race for a lot of people, and there's only a few people that are there to win. It's a big participation sport and a mental battle to get through.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I couldn't do something like that if it was just, I mean, the first time I did it was just, I wanted a new challenge and I just wanted to get through it. And then, thinking of the next few times to do it, you definitely, for me, I personally need like a cause or a goal to keep pushing myself to get through it because we're out there almost double the amount of time as like the pros. They do it in like 4 or 5 or sometimes 6 hours, and then we're still going, while when they've already had their massages and recovering and whatever. But I just loved in those early epic days we did the point to point races. So we would like start up in Knysna and ride back down to Cape Town. So I really loved those journeys. Like, and then when it became a bit more sort of like you would stay in one place for 3 nights and then move on, I didn't lose interest, but I was quite sad that it wasn't like a point to point race anymore. Um, but sure, those were hard pushes, but all these experiences on my bike always relate, I always relate back to them in normal life. Like whenever you're going through a hard time or you think, oh, things are tough, you just think back to those times and I don't know, it just makes you, it, you can just deal with things better and things don't become such a big deal. It teaches you how to work through problems and just, you know, my dad always used to tell me you can't swallow a whole elephant, you have to eat it bit by bit. So kind of look at life like that, just chip away at it. And yeah, the Epic it's an amazing event, I mean, it's hot and it's like people don't realize that's what gets a lot of the people, it's like 40 plus degrees most of the time. And you do it with a partner and your partner and you're never feeling good at the same time, you never need to pee at the same time, you're never hungry at the same time, you never, so you're never really in sync. Like one day you're feeling great and then they're feeling great, and then so that dynamic is really hard, to work with a partner, which I find quite interesting. And then so your choice of partner is really important.
Sounds like
um,
marriage.
it is like I mean,
Hey?
and then you're
Cape Epic is a
tired and
lesson for marriage.
dude, and you're tired and irritated and it's hard and it's hot and you don't want to be on your bike anymore and you have to be polite to each other. And so is definitely a test to your friendship or relationship, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
and because people that do it, I have a serious respect for them because the mileage to me, the kilometers per day, is I think equivalent of Tour de France. And okay, it's for a week, but the Tour de France is only ridden by pros. The pros survive
yeah,
it. But the
yeah.
Epic is amateurs included in the pros, and there's a far more amateurs and sometimes people that probably shouldn't be at the Cape Epic yet, but they are,
For
and
sure.
props to them for accomplishing that feat. So it is grueling. So
Yeah.
what's the mental talk like in there? Is it
Ooh,
that
I
okay? If
mean,
I can just do another 10 minutes, and then when I get there, I'll think about doing another 10 minutes. Like,
yeah, I
how
mean,
many
you've
times
just
did
got
you
to
go? I
keep
think I just want to stop.
moving. Oh, so many times. You just have to keep moving, and keep feeding yourself and keep looking after yourself. That's the biggest thing, There's like, I don't know, like 3,000 people, all eating in the same tent and, food tent. So you've got to make sure you don't get, sick or get a cold or get sunburnt or, people, your biggest thing, you have to look after your bum. you know, your
Yeah,
you get
shame.
so um you just there's like a long queue, and there's an actual bum tent, bum clinic, and every morning there's like a line that like and you don't make eye contact with anyone because you're just like, and then afterwards you see them, you're like, where do I know you from? Oh yeah, that was the bum clinic. And then they like, they fix your bum, and if it's too bad, they tell you no, you can't ride because it's like, I mean, it's gnarly, like infections and all sorts of things. We won't go in there, but the only thing I found that worked was those plasters, those Compeed plasters, those thick ones that you use for hiking, obviously. But those were the only things that worked on your bum. But yeah, that's
Oh
like
well,
a big worry,
I can
when
only
you
imagine that. That's good.
trying to get through that. I mean, speaking of Tracy, she used to like double chamois, just
Is
like
that a thing? Did it
just
work?
well, I don't think it's like the cool thing to do with pros and stuff, but
Mm.
she did it, and but yeah, anything to get through the day. I mean, obviously, like with anything, you go through good days and bad days, and for sure, I've had like such hard days. The first time I did it, my partner ended up not being able to finish, so that was a solo mission to get through it, and that was really hard. But I mean that was those are cool. And when I did the tour, when I did rode the length of New Zealand, that was a it sort of prepared me for that. I don't think I would have managed to accomplish that ride, the length of New Zealand, on my own, um, without having sort of suffered through events like the Cape Epic over the years. So it's prepared me for lots of other things.